Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day. It's Wednesday, April 10th. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. We got some actually important data that popped up today, which is the CPI, or Consumer Price Index, for the month of March. So this is important primarily because it's inflation on the consumer level here. So on a month-over-month basis, we had from February, we had 0.2% increase. Projections were for 0.4% increase for March from February, and it jumped up 0.4%, came into expectations. So that raised our year over year from 1.5% all the way up to 1.9%, so it had a pretty big jump there. Now, when you strip out the volatility of food and energy, we get what they call the core CPI, and this is really kind of what we look at because food and energy is a variable that cannot be controlled, so they look at the more the controlled substance, which is the core here. And we had a 0.1% increase in February. Forecast was calling for 0.2% in March, but only went up 0.1%. So on that side, we actually dropped from 2.1 year over year to 2.0 basically, dropped 0.1% in year over year on inflation here. So good news right there on there. So something we'll definitely keep our eyes on. This still shows it's in the target range of what the Fed is looking at. However, the Fed does primarily look at the PC. They do look at the CPI, but their favorite gauge is the PC, which is even below 2% now. Then later today, we'll get the Fed minutes, FOMC minutes. This will be important to see what the Fed's take on a lot of things, including inflation. See what comes out here. So they'll get better insight as to what the Fed will be thinking for the next meeting here. Stock market's mixed today. We got Dow's down a little bit today, whereas the S&P and Nasdaq are both up. We do got a planned EU summit today. This is going to be something that the investors will be watching because at the EU summit they're watching to see if they will grant an extension, maybe a long-term extension to the UK in regards to their the Brexit strategy. So they may give them a longer period, which could be even as much as a year or two, for another year or two to go ahead and come up with a solution for both sides, a trade agreement, before they separate. They're concerned about a hard exit that maybe it would disrupt the markets globally on a pretty wild, give them a pretty wild ride here, and that's kind of what they're watching for. And right now, as we had mentioned yesterday, the Prime Minister May went to meet with the two leaders from Germany and France, and to see if they can work on some type of extension. There's ECB, the European Central Bank, made their announcement today. There's no changes to the rates or policies, so no surprises right there. So let's just see how this is playing out in the bond market. Bonds are up, rebounding from yesterday's down day. Yeah, and right now it's up 11 basis points. It's not quite enough for a change, but at some point later today you might see an improvement in pricing. And 10-year yields have dropped a little bit, so they're putting less pressure on the mortgage-backed securities, which allows them to rise a bit more. So now we're below the 250 level, and then sitting in about 2.47 right now. All right, so rates are about the same as where we left off. We may see some improvement maybe throughout the day here on that. If this continues to show some improvement in the mortgage-backed securities, just be wary. But otherwise, you guys have a good rest of your day. And again, mortgage rate's about the same. And look forward to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.